Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, The Coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from Miami. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And what qualities really attracted Kansas City to move up to get Patrick Mahomes? We know it's the big arm. He got that from his dad, a former Major League pitcher, but also has the moxie and the ability to move outside of the pocket and make any throw you want. A cross body, all the way downfield, the short stuff. This guy's got it all.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Here's a give to Barkley. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish a ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, here's Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
You stiff arm. What?
Terrific opening.
Johnny think he's better than
knocking
you.
on the door. It's first and goal.
So why you always want to play?
Well, I wouldn't spend some time like that instead of being on PS4.
Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll get 2 out of that one, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
In case if I can't play, so I play.
Barkley should have hit seeing the finding none. He'll get back to one.
When I got my goal, I just got into the goal because I know I can't make it. Hey, Johnny. No, this one's done.
That's your brush or his? You gotta look at him because where's your brush? Go brush your hair. That's what y'all, another thing y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna start brushing and combing y'all hair every day.
Our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. 3rd season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 29, Murray. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 81 yards on the ground for him so far. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. Touchdown! Brandon Marshall from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. CD for them, this has just been an offensive offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This is taken at the 15. There's a nice move, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And even 100 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Worth noting, that visiting sideline is getting the worst of the sun right now. It can definitely play a factor, especially because the other sideline is in full shade. Worth noting, that visiting sideline is getting the worst of the sun right now. It can definitely play a factor, especially because the other sideline is in full shade. Now Saquon Barkley, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On third down, Barkley, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Barkley again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. This one now, Charles, you have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense, and it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Ready to return. Here's Hilliard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jack Youngblood. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
To try again after the sack. Murray, he's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Murray. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's got Mooney, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray to air it out again. Finding Kelsey. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. A 1st down carry for Barkley. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 127 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.